Hi everybody, Mama Liz here, and I just wanted to share something that I found absolutely just so validating. Is that the word? I get asked all the time as an older woman why I listen to Upchurch. And as I try to explain to these people that I'm listening to someone who has such an in-depth working knowledge of how to paint a picture with words, to use lyrics to superimpose the scene that he sees within his mind and to transpose it into your mind so beautifully, so richly, so vibrantly. I can't help but not listen to Upchurch. I can't help but not recognize how talented he is. But there's another reason I like Upchurch too, and what happened this weekend is just going to solidify, hopefully for you all as well, why he is a modern day hero of us Southern people here in Tennessee. And if you haven't seen it yet, watch this clip from DylanTalkz. DylanTalkz uploaded this to the mother that actually had the video, released it to be used, and actually responded on Dylan's thread. So watch this and tell me just how different this environment is from recent environments and concert environments that you've seen on the media in the last few months. Enjoy.
Appreciate you, fellas.
Yes!
Hey, put that spotlight on her. She needs light.
Woo!
Spotlight, dude. Put the spotlight on there.
Yes!
All right, hey, make a circle around her just the same. Hey, spotlight her. Go right there. Hey, okay. Everybody from here over, make a line. Make a line so they can get out. Not too much, not too bad, but yes, separate from me, please. She has a heart condition. Okay. EMS and staff should go right there to the fence. Boys right here, make a path. Guide them that way. Don't follow them, just guide them. Okay. People in the back, get some waters there. Meet them over there. Go around the back of the stage. You tell them, girl. Do y'all feel like you're gonna pass out anymore? Y'all good? You never know, she's gonna have a heart murmur. If you don't know, that is where you're born with a hole in your heart and you have a heart skip a beat. Same thing. The first person's back. Hell yeah, girl. She back in this mug. Oh, shit. Man, look, I didn't want to comment on it, but when Homeboy was sitting there doing like this, just watching somebody have seizures, I was like, dude, come on, bro. You're looking dead at the person. Say something. You're the goddamn rapper everybody come to see. Tell your people what to do.
Now, he did put a post on Instagram, and he said, now y'all go tell that rapper dude this is how it's done.
That is why at 43 years old, and as I mature even more and becoming an even older, not on the law, I'm going to always be shouting out this young man's name. I'm going to be sharing his music. I'm going to be saying, hey, parents, let your kids listen to this music, because you know something? Yeah, some of the songs may not quite be what you envision, but some of the songs are absolute gold. Some of the songs are so well structured and so well put together lyrically.
2 hours later.
With the play between the connotation, the denotation of words, and in their rhythm, structure, and rhyme, the picture he paints is so much more vibrant than most artists.
Day 2.
A genuinely awesome man, and if this doesn't prove that, I don't know. I don't know if you're someone I can even prove it to ever then, because let me tell you something. If this does not show you that Upchurch is absolutely someone that you should be behind, support, that you should not throw shade toward, and then when people try to rip him and call him horrible, nasty names, you can go back and say, hey, you know something? I know he's not that person, because when given these foundational opportunities to show what kind of soul and heart he has, he always shows that he has compassion for others, that he puts others before himself, that he's always thinking of being in service to his fellow man. It doesn't matter how much money he makes. It doesn't matter how many farms he buys, how many ranches he buys, how many homes he has in his little repertoire, how many Lamborghinis he can roll in to be sung by his adoring fans. What matters is that he has not lost his connection with being a human. He has not lost his connection with being just another Joe Schmo out there that needs music and distractions from life to sometimes get by and to need a break from everything that you deal with. He hasn't forgotten that. And when there's a break in a concert or in a meeting or in an appearance, you don't see him break character and turn into a snot or a snob or a ritzy person that doesn't care about his base of people. He turns into the same old boy that grew up down the holler. He turns into the same old boy that didn't have 2 nickels to call up a squirrel when he was young. He turns into who he's always been. There is a consistency, a simple consistency in Upchurch that I love. And the reason I will always go down as one of his biggest supporters, as someone who will absolutely be in his corner and back him 110%, is because when given these little glimpses of how some superstars would behave and how Upchurch chooses to behave, you can see the clear difference, because Upchurch chooses to be in service to his fellow man, to not place himself first, to not ignore his fans for the almighty dollar, to not put the almighty dollar before human life. He stopped that concert. No concern to what people would have said, no concern to even if it was going to be able to continue on. He stopped it because he saw someone in distress, and that was the most important thing, was to stop that distress and make sure they were okay. And had he had to stop his concert right there and go home, he would have been fine with it, because that person was more important. And you can see that over his behaviors, his actions, and his words that he chooses to announce to the fans. He is role modeling what we have lost in this society, which is a genuine adoration, admiration, care for human life. And it doesn't matter if it's someone that is super supporting him or just there to sneak a peek or get pictures to promote themselves on a blog. He doesn't care. It's just that someone in distress, and he doesn't care how they relate to him. He just knows, I have to help that person. And I just find this just a breath of mother freaking fresh air, especially after, that old Travis issue back a few months ago. No. Ryan Upchurch may be famous. Ryan Upchurch may be wealthy beyond dreams. But Ryan Upchurch is just a good old boy who values human life. And it doesn't matter if it's his life or someone else's. Everybody's on the same par with him. He's just a good old boy. Not only is he super smart, not is he an old soul that resonates specifically with me. Not only is he someone who has grown up and handled some hardships, some stuff that would have ruined other people mentally and emotionally, but he has handled it, climbed out of the spin cycle of life and said, hey, yo, I did it, you can do it, let me help you do it. And oh, by the way, I'm also going to make sure that anyone that comes to my concerts is safe and taken care of. And that doesn't mean, just a particular group. It means anyone here. If I have to stop my show, if I have to refund it, I'm going to make sure that you're safe, and I'm going to stop the show and make sure that you're safe. We haven't had anyone that is remotely famous role model such amazing compassion. And as a middle-aged woman, I wish that every parent would stop reacting to the rap side of things and start listening to the words and the message in many of his songs. Because the scenes he paints are country scenes with country people, with country values. And yeah, he gets a little hard-nosed from time to time, but don't we all? But when a young man stands on a stage and basically stops his money flow to make sure just regular people are okay. Because you want to know something? They're not regular people to him. They're the same as him. He doesn't put people in categories. That's his family. Those are the people that support him, and therefore in return he supports them. Those are the people that lift him up, and therefore in return he's going to lift them up. We do not see this from celebrities. Very much anymore. We see a very much disconnected, disassociative, arrogant behavior, to where we are just the sheep to be fleeced and they are the ones to reap the rewards. That young man right there, he doesn't put people in a caste system in his brain. We're all in this together. And if you need help, he'll stop his show and help you. It doesn't matter who you are, if he knows you, if he doesn't know you. It doesn't matter if you're there to only get information to write a negative story about him. If he sees you struggling, he's going to stop and he's going to help you.
And for the past 2 years, where it seems like people have been fleeced, emotionally manipulated, almost hypnotized and used in negative ways by the powers that be.
So refreshing to see a young man, that has a little bit more than most, not flaunt it, disrespect, and misuse the people that are there to support him. This is why I'll always be an Upchurch fan. And when people ask me, oh, you can't be serious, why would you listen to that kind of music? I listen to that kind of music because it's that kind of young man that generates it. And that young man, if he behaves like that, and his actions and his behaviors are that consistent across the board, then he's got some important things to say. And he said a whole lot. If you've listened to a lot of his songs, he said a whole lot already. But those behaviors and actions are so above par when compared to society right now. I know that there is so much more within him that's going to come out in the next few years. I know that he is a champion for his people in this area. I know that he's a hero. And y'all, actions, behaviors. What have I told you, freaks? Actions and behaviors. They show you the real behind whatever they're trying to hide, whatever persona they're trying to throw out there. They show you the real person. When people have to stop and respond immediately without thinking, without concocting a scheme, without concocting a plan, you will see the real person. And the real person that is Ryan Upchurch said, hold up, I see somebody struggling. Hold up, they're important to me. Hold up, I don't know who this person is, but we need to check on this person. That's a human being. Everybody chill. Make way. Let's get her out of here as soon as possible. If you were hurt, wouldn't you want somebody to help you? Park the waters. Get the EMS in. He handled that so effectively, efficiently, and compassionately. You don't see that in other types of music and other genres of music. You see them manipulate, use, abuse, fleece, basically rob the people that support them. Not Greek Squad. This is why I'm always going to be supporting this young man. This is why, even though sometimes when I get irritated with some of the choices he makes, and I'm like, oh, we could have made a better choice, Ryan. Oh, and I wish sometimes that I was kind of able to be put in his back pocket so that when these little hiccups happen, he can go, hey, Mama Liz. And I can go, hey, yeah, I can help you with that. But in the last couple of years, I've seen so much growth out of this young man. I know to expect awesome things. I know that whatever is building and coming out of him is only gaining momentum, gaining strength. And I know that it is good. It is good. It is from a place of goodness. It is from a place of innocence. It is from a place of genuine concern for his fellow man in society. Not many people will stand up and do the right thing, especially when it may cost them money, revenue, time, importance, may take the limelight off of them. This young man repeatedly helps people and doesn't say a thing about it. He repeatedly makes people smile every day, doesn't say a thing about it. He repeatedly is showing you how that no matter how much money he makes and how famous he gets, he grounds himself in his country lifestyle and his country roots. And he doesn't want to walk away from those. And that's what I saw last night. I saw a young man that has every opportunity in the world and has paved a path to stardom. But he remembers that he's just a person. And the most beautiful thing that you can do as a person on this earth is respect your fellow man and help them when they're in trouble. I'm always going to back Ryan Upchurch. Always. And because of that, I have decided to create a profile called the Creek Squad Counselor. I have my email set up at thecreeksquadcounselor@gmail.com. That is the unofficial name that's been given to me, so I'm just going to wear it with pride. And I'm going to create that profile, and that's where I may begin posting some more of the Upchurch or Creek Squad related stories and some of the more psychologically odd, yet very thought-provoking little things that happen in the Creek Squad that proves humanity is not lost. I'm very excited about this. So yeah, go watch that video a few more times as a way to say thank you. Go buy his music, go buy the last album, or buy the next one that's coming up. Don't look at people and see just the husk of a person. Watch people and wait. Look for behaviors and actions. Look for patterns of behavior. And this young man should get a trophy because he's consistently himself. He's consistently concerned with other people. He consistently puts himself not in the top one position, but other people in the positions before him. And he consistently wants to make people smile, make his area better, and do bigger things to help impact his area in a positive way. Support this young man.